Hey there, if you're watching this and you're a senior, or maybe you care about someone who is, then this message is just for you. Let me ask you a quick question. Have you ever noticed your muscles feeling weaker or less steady than before? Maybe it's harder to get up from a chair, or you find yourself getting tired quicker when you walk or climb stairs. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. In fact, did you know that more than 1/3 of people over the age of 60 experience something called sarcopenia? That's a fancy word for muscle loss, and it's a silent thief that sneaks up on millions of seniors every year. It doesn't just make everyday tasks harder, it actually increases your risk of falls, fractures, and even hospitalization. Scary, right? But here's the surprising part. Losing muscle as you age isn't something you just have to accept. What if I told you there's a simple, natural way to protect your muscles and keep your strength longer? And no, it's not some expensive supplement or complicated workout plan. It's something you can do by simply adding a few specific foods to your diet. That's why today I want to share with you a shocking reveal: the exact foods seniors should be eating to prevent muscle loss before it's too late. This isn't just another health tip. It's a game changer for staying strong, active, and independent. So stick with me for the next few minutes. I promise you'll walk away with simple, practical advice that you can start using today, no matter your age or current fitness level. Before we dive in, I'd love to hear from you. Have you noticed any changes in your muscle strength lately? Or maybe you've tried certain foods or exercises to stay strong. Drop a comment below or think about it as we go along. This is all about you and your health. All right, now that we've got your attention, let's unpack why muscle loss happens and what exactly you can do about it. All right, now that we've talked about how common muscle loss is among seniors, let's get to the bottom of why this happens. Understanding the why can help us see how important it is to take action, and more importantly, what kind of action works best. So here's the deal. As we get older, our bodies naturally start to lose muscle mass and strength. This process is called sarcopenia, and it usually starts around the age of 50 or 60. But it can sneak up on you slowly, so many people don't realize it until they start struggling with everyday activities. Have you ever wondered why muscle loss happens? Well, there are a few main reasons. First, our bodies produce less of the hormones that help build muscle, like testosterone and growth hormone. That means your muscles don't get the same signals to stay strong and grow. Second, many seniors tend to be less active than they were when they were younger. Maybe you don't go to the gym anymore, or you spend more time sitting down, and that's totally normal. But unfortunately, less movement means your muscles don't get the exercise they need to stay healthy. And then there's nutrition. This one is huge. As we age, our appetites might decrease, or sometimes it's just harder to prepare meals. This can lead to not eating enough protein and other nutrients that muscles need to repair and grow. Here's a quick question for you. How much protein do you think an older adult should eat each day? If you guess less than when you were younger, you might be surprised. Actually, seniors need as much or even more protein to keep their muscles in good shape. Protein is like the building blocks for muscle. Without enough of it, your body can't repair the tiny muscle fibers that get damaged during daily activities. Over time, this means muscles shrink and weaken. Now, why does this muscle loss matter so much? Well, it's not just about looking or feeling weaker. When muscles get smaller and weaker, it's much easier to lose balance, which increases the chance of falling. And falls are one of the leading causes of injury and hospitalization for seniors. Plus, losing muscle makes it harder to do basic things like climbing stairs, carrying groceries, or even getting out of bed. That's why muscle loss can seriously affect your independence and quality of life. Have you or someone you know ever experienced these challenges? If so, you know how frustrating and scary it can be. But here's the good news: muscle loss is not inevitable. It's something we can fight back against, and the best part is, it's not about doing crazy workouts or buying expensive supplements. It starts with what you put on your plate every day. Before we jump into the foods that can help protect your muscles, I want to ask you, how's your current diet? Do you feel like you're getting enough protein? Or maybe you're not sure what to eat to keep your muscles strong. Feel free to think about it or write it down. It's important to be aware. In the next part, I'll reveal the exact foods you should be eating, why they work so well, and how easy it is to add them into your daily meals. So stay with me. We're getting to the good stuff. All right, now comes the moment you've been waiting for, the shocking reveal. What exactly should seniors be eating to stop muscle loss before it's too late? I promise it's simpler than you think, and you're probably already familiar with these foods. The secret weapon here is protein, high-quality protein. Think of protein as the bricks your body uses to rebuild and maintain muscle. But not all protein is created equal. Some proteins are better at helping your muscles grow and stay strong. Let me introduce you to an important amino acid called leucine. It's a key player when it comes to muscle building. Foods rich in leucine give your muscles the best chance to repair and grow. And the good news, many common tasty foods are packed with leucine. So what are these foods? Here are some top picks that every senior should try to include in their meals. Lean meats, like chicken breast and turkey, they're packed with protein and low in fat. Fish, especially fatty fish like salmon and tuna. These not only provide protein, but also healthy omega-3 fats that reduce inflammation and help muscle health. Eggs, one of nature's perfect proteins. They're easy to cook and can be enjoyed in so many ways. Dairy products like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and milk. These provide protein plus calcium and vitamin D, both crucial for muscle and bone health. Plant-based proteins such as lentils, chickpeas, quinoa, and tofu. If you're vegetarian or vegan, don't worry, you can still get enough protein to support your muscles. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but I don't have a big appetite like I used to. How can I eat all that protein every day? Great question, and that's exactly why many seniors don't get enough protein, not because they don't want to, but because it can feel overwhelming. Here's a tip: instead of trying to eat a giant portion all at once, spread your protein intake throughout the day. For example, add some eggs or Greek yogurt to breakfast, a chicken or fish salad for lunch, and a balanced dinner with some lean meat or plant-based protein. Also, don't forget snacks. Nuts, cheese, or a protein smoothie can be easy ways to boost your intake without feeling too full. Another important factor is vitamin D. This vitamin plays a big role in muscle function and strength. Many seniors don't get enough vitamin D, especially if they don't spend much time outside in the sun. So getting some sunlight or talking to your doctor about supplements could be a smart move. And lastly, hydration. Drinking enough water supports all your body's functions, including muscle health. It's easy to forget to drink water, especially if you don't feel very thirsty, but try to keep a bottle nearby throughout the day. By making these simple changes to your diet, you're giving your muscles the fuel they need to stay strong and healthy. And the best part, these foods aren't expensive or hard to find. Most grocery stores have them, and they're easy to prepare even if you don't love cooking. Before we move on, I want to ask you, which of these foods do you already enjoy, and which ones do you think you could add to your meals? Maybe try a new recipe this week. Feel free to share your thoughts. It's all about finding what works best for you. In the next section, I'll explain why these foods work so well from a scientific perspective. But don't worry, no complicated jargon. Just clear, easy to understand info to help you feel confident about your choices. Stick around, it's going to be interesting. All right, you've learned which foods to eat. Now let's quickly dive into why these foods are so powerful for protecting your muscles. Don't worry, I'll keep it super simple. No fancy science jargon, just the facts you need to feel confident about your food choices. First off, muscles are made up mostly of protein. When you use your muscles, like when you walk, lift something, or even just get up from a chair, tiny muscle fibers get tiny tears. That sounds bad, but it's actually good because your body repairs those fibers, making them stronger than before. Now for this repair work, your body needs amino acids, the building blocks of protein. Here's where the protein-rich foods we talked about come into play. When you eat protein, your body breaks it down into amino acids and sends them to your muscles to help rebuild and strengthen those fibers. One amino acid called leucine is especially important. Think of leucine as the starter signal that tells your muscles, hey, time to grow and repair. Without enough leucine, your muscles don't get that message clearly, and they can't rebuild as effectively. That's why foods rich in leucine like eggs, meat, and dairy are so helpful. Another key point: as we age, our bodies become less efficient at using protein to build muscle. Scientists call this anabolic resistance. That means older adults actually need more protein than younger people to get the same muscle-building effect. So eating enough high-quality protein throughout the day is really important. You might be wondering about vitamin D. Why does it matter? Well, vitamin D isn't just for strong bones. It also helps muscles contract and work properly. Without enough vitamin D, muscles can feel weak and sore. Plus, low vitamin D is linked to a higher risk of falls, which, as we talked about earlier, can be dangerous for seniors. Now, here's a fun fact. Omega-3 fatty acids, the healthy fats found in fatty fish like salmon and tuna, don't just help your heart, they also reduce inflammation in your muscles and help improve muscle strength. So eating fish a couple of times a week gives you a double benefit. You see, protecting your muscles isn't about one magic food or pill. It's about a combination of nutrients working together. Protein builds and repairs, vitamin D keeps muscles strong, and omega-3s reduce inflammation and support overall muscle health. Have you noticed how these foods fit well together? Maybe a breakfast of eggs and Greek yogurt lunch with a salmon salad and dinner featuring chicken and steamed veggies. That's a winning combo for muscle health. Here's a quick check-in for you. Does this explanation help you understand why nutrition is so powerful? If yes, that's awesome. If you have any questions or want me to explain anything more, just let me know. I'm here to help. In the next part, I'll share some simple, practical tips on how to add these muscle-friendly foods into your daily life. No stress, no fuss, just easy steps anyone can follow. So hang tight, we're almost at the best part, making it all work for you. All right, now that you know why protein, vitamin D, and omega-3s are so important, let's talk about how to actually add these muscle-friendly foods into your daily meals without stress or complicated recipes. First things first, aim for protein at every meal. It might sound simple, but many people forget or don't realize how important it is to spread protein intake throughout the day. Instead of trying to eat a huge amount of protein in one meal, try to include a good source of protein in breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For example, start your day with eggs or Greek yogurt. They're easy to prepare, delicious, and packed with protein. If you want something quick, a smoothie with protein powder milk and a handful of nuts can do the trick too. At lunch, think about grilled chicken breast, tuna salad, or a hearty lentil soup. These options give your muscles the fuel they need to keep you strong in the afternoon. For dinner, try baked salmon with steamed veggies or a tofu stir-fry with quinoa. The key is variety. Mixing animal and plant proteins will help you get a range of nutrients. Speaking of veggies, don't forget them. Vegetables provide important vitamins, minerals, and fiber that support overall health, which is just as important as protein. Now, if you're someone who doesn't have a big appetite, don't worry. You don't have to eat large portions to get enough protein. Just try smaller, more frequent meals or snacks throughout the day. Cheese cubes, a boiled egg, or a handful of nuts are great easy snacks. And remember, vitamin D can be boosted naturally by spending some time outside in sunlight. Even 10-15 minutes a day can help. If going outside is tough, talk to your doctor about supplements. Hydration is another important piece of the puzzle. Drinking enough water helps your muscles work better and keeps your energy up. Try to sip water regularly. Keep a water bottle handy so you don't forget. Here's a little challenge for you this week. Try adding one new protein-rich food to your daily meals. Maybe swap out your usual breakfast for some eggs or Greek yogurt, or add a piece of grilled chicken or fish at lunch. Notice how your energy and strength feel over a few days. Also consider gentle exercises like walking or light strength training. These work together with good nutrition to keep your muscles strong and healthy. What do you think? Does this feel doable? If yes, that's fantastic. If you have questions or want recipe ideas, just ask. I'm here to help make this easy for you. Before we wrap up, let's review the key points quickly. Eat protein at every meal. Include vitamin D and omega-3 rich foods. Stay hydrated and keep moving. Remember, it's never too late to start taking care of your muscles. Small steps add up to big changes. Thanks so much for staying with me. In the final part, I'll share some motivating words and how to keep this going for long-term health. Wow, we've covered a lot today. From understanding why muscle loss happens to the shocking reveal about the foods that can protect your muscles and practical tips on how to easily add them into your daily life. You're now armed with the knowledge to take control of your muscle health, and that's truly powerful. Remember, staying strong isn't about drastic changes or magic pills. It's about simple, consistent choices, eating enough protein, getting some vitamin D, including healthy fats like omega-3s, drinking plenty of water, and moving your body regularly. You deserve to live a life full of energy, confidence, and independence. And by taking these small steps, you're investing in your future self, the stronger, healthier you. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What changes have you made to your diet or lifestyle to keep your muscles strong? Have you discovered any favorite muscle-friendly meals or snacks? Or maybe you've faced challenges along the way. Sharing your story can inspire and help others in our community. Please leave your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. I read every single one and can't wait to connect with you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share with friends or family who might benefit, and subscribe for more health tips tailored just for seniors. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Here's to a stronger, healthier life, one bite and one step at a time. Take care and see you in the next video.